Hey guys, Paul Morrow here again for OpsDesk.org doing the big news recap for Friday, 27 June. Here we go. As we all know, today we had a big day at SCOTUS. We talked about it last night. Cases came down pretty much as we said they would, 6-3 along ideological lines. You'd like to think we would have got a 7-2 or even a 9-0 on the case of the nationwide injunctions because the majority got the law right. And I think proof of that is when you see the dissent. It's so badly argued by Jackson that Amy Coney Barrett, sort of out of character, came down very hard on her and essentially said, yeah, this is an interesting dissent. Too bad it doesn't have any law in it. Very surprising and very out of character for her and also for the court in general. But the rest of the cases were also decided, in my estimation, along the correct legal lines. But let's tease it out a little bit, particularly the injunction case. You know, the left can't have it both ways. You can't say that this decision is the end of our constitutional republic, but also it's no big deal, it's just a procedural decision. The latter is actually accurate. What's going to happen now, and this is actually in Alito's consenting opinion, is that the left now is going to bring these cases as class actions. And you can actually get the injunction before it's even certified as a class action, when it's what's called a putative class action. Now look, it gets very legalistic. Is it going to apply every time? No, but it's going to generally apply. And so the left does have a workaround here. What I think is more important is that Donald Trump has to continue to press on the law front the way he has been, because this SCOTUS has been amenable to the expedited docket in a way that I have never seen. They're getting the cases up the chain fast, and they're making the expedited decisions. And for the most part, Trump is winning. He's winning where he should win. So if that's the case, what he should be doing is pressing on these immigration issues, get them up the chain fast. And what he really should be doing is, once the big, beautiful bill goes through, get a statute through Congress. Get a law through Congress. And the left's going to challenge it, fair enough. Get that up the chain, expedited, like I just said. And that way you have something to point to relative to expedited removals of illegals. And it's going to be challenged. They're going to say due process, take that card away. Get an expedited version of due process that withstands constitutional scrutiny to get millions of illegals out. Until you get that, it's going to be a slow drip. You need that statute. You need to get it up the chain if it gets challenged, and you get this moving. And at the same time, start talking about the big, beautiful door. In addition to the big, beautiful wall, we were told we were going to get a big, beautiful door. Trump should start, for political purposes, start talking about how we're bringing in vetted immigrants legally that we want. Because we do have to do that, because we want to keep the economy going, and you're going to need to expand the tax base to keep all the baby boomers' entitlements going. Because otherwise, Social Security and Medicare is going to go away. So we need that big, beautiful door to swing open. And Trump should be doing that at the same time. And it kind of softens some of the removal issues. All right, let's move on. Trump had another big win today you're not hearing a lot about. And it was at the University of Virginia. Virginia has been a bellwether state as a purple state relative to a lot of the DEI stuff. And a lot of it's been playing out in the schools. We all know about that crazy situation in Fairfax County of a transsexual who was put twice into a school and apparently allegedly assaulted a female student in a female bathroom. Well, the president of UVA resigned today because he just cannot live with the fact that the DEI stuff is not going his way and he doesn't have a legal leg to stand on. Congrats to Harmeet Dillon at the DOJ Civil Rights Division, who stayed on this case. She had the law on her side. She pressured UVA. Ryan couldn't take the heat. He bailed. Good riddance. We can win. We do have the law on our side with these things. You got to stay on it. Congrats to her. Kudos. Lastly, a perp arrested in California at the state level for throwing a Molotov cocktail at a facility that had ICE agents in it. Go federal on this. Right now it's a state case. Make this a federal case. It should be an attempted murder case at the federal level. Just like we have a guy that right now is a fugitive in New York for throwing a Molotov at NYPD police cars. I don't know if you can get that case federal, but any case like this, where you have people who are operating out of animus towards ICE and immigration issues, go federal and destroy them, because you can't trust these local district attorneys. Just like, I love it, DOJ is staying on the case relative to Congresswoman MacGyver. Stay on that. Paul Morrow for the Ops.